Yeah. Please read the question number and also read the question. Question 15.
Question 15. What is disinvestment and contrast it with privatization and your personal take on it? Answer. Disinvestment refers to transferring of one's shares over any material, object or commodity to another person, entity, group of individuals. Privatization refers to complete withdrawal of one's stakes
In
in
any
any
material.
material object to such a limit that he or she loses ownership power over it. Disinvestment is good to some extent to bring efficiency, competitiveness in any organization, whereas privatization occurs only when someone or the government is in huge need of money or when the concerned organization or object is underperforming.
See, actually, this answer I am not happy with. The correct answer for this is disinvestment means government selling its shares in a public sector undertaking. That's all. Itna bada answer is not required. Okay. Varsha, please go to 16.
Question 16. What do you understand by GDP of the country? The final value of all the goods and services produced under the geographical area of a country in the gross domestic product of that country. GDP is calculated at consumption, investment, and exports and imports are subtracted from the sum of these three.
Okay. So what are the questions that can be asked under this? These are the questions. Please read this. Who is the?
Who is the chairperson of a bank or organization?
You know about Federal Bank. Who is the chairperson?
Shyam Srinivasan.
No. MD and CEO. He is MD and CEO. Chairperson is PD Hota.
Okay.
Acha. Next.
Where is the headquarters of our organization situated at?
What is the answer?
It's in Alua, Kochi.
Good. Good. Continue.
How many branches do we have?
What is the answer?
1408.
Good. Next question.
What is the tagline of our bank?
Hmm.
It's the most admired bank. Something like. No,
That
perfect banking partner.
correct. Good. Go to the next one.
What do you know about banks mergers?
This will not come now. This is out of portion now. Now come to next question. Express.
Express your views regarding privatization of banks in India.
Not required. For us, it is not required. Then go. Next question.
In which bank do you have an account?
Which bank do you have an account?
SBI.
Okay, good. Then you continue. What type of account?
What type of account do you have and what are different types of bank accounts?
Tell me, what type of account do you
Uh,
have?
I have savings account,
What type of different accounts are there in banks?
current account, savings account, fixed deposit, recurring deposit,
Good. There is also
uh,
one more account known as demat account.
yeah, demand account.
That is not a
It's
deposit
for
account,
shares.
but that is used for buying shares. Continue, Varsha.
Uh, why have you opened an no? Where are the headquarters of that bank? Who is the chairperson?
Already discussed. Yeah, next.
SBI's
Next. SB. They are asking about SBI. SBI
yes,
means
sir.
Mumbai. Chairperson is
Mumbai
Dinesh
and
Kumar Kara.
Dinesh Kumar Khara.
Continue.
Why have you opened an account in that particular bank?
Why?
Because
Tell.
it was the nearest one to me.
Very good. Next.
How many digits are there in your bank account?
Bank account number. How many digits are there?
18,
Sol.
right?
எவ்வளோமா
18,
14 13?
18.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11மா 11 digits.
11. Okay.
SBI has got 11 digits because I have an account. I checked it. Now, next question.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, what is IFSC code? Where your bank's nearest branch to your residence is, and what is its IFSC code?
Hmm. What is IFSC code?
Uh, IFSC code is used for internet banking purpose.
Hmm.
It is
Indian.
the financial system, Indian financial system code. As
Correct, 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 correct,
Panimakar.
correct, correct. எங்க
I don't
மறந்து
know
போச்சு.
the rate.
Indian Financial System Code. Correct. And it will have 11 digits, alphanumerical.
Yes.
Hello, you must
It is
know
given by
alpha.
RBI.
Yeah. Next, no, I don't know whether it is given by RBI, but it is 11 digits alphanumerical. Don't tell extra information. Nobody knows who gives that.
Yes, sir, it is given by RBI. That is
Acha,
the
acha. It is given. Acha, very good. Then what is KYC?
what
Next
is
question.
KYC? What is the
Next.
tagline motto of your bank?
Okay. Next.
What is the logo of the bank you have an account?
Okay.
Do you have any fixed or recurring deposits? What are the current interest rates in your bank?
Okay.
Then, does your bank or our bank was recently in news related to any topic? If yes, then elaborate.
Okay.
Have you taken education or any other type of loan? Or have your parents taken any sort of loan?
Okay.
What are different types of loan?
Okay. Here you should tell
What
about gold loan, loan against deposit, loan against properties, then automobile loan, housing loan, agriculture loan, then education loan,
education?
export loan, SHG loan, MSME loan, like that. Okay.
Okay. What
Continue.
is the interest rate of the loan you have taken?
Okay. Continue.
Does the bank you have an account in have any overseas branch?
Okay. Continue.
Does our bank have any overseas branch?
Yes, I think you must, if you can go through the website and know, it will be
Yeah, it is
better.
in Kuwait, Saudi,
Yeah.
Qatar,
Please,
Dubai.
please get to know that. Continue.
What are payment banks? Have you yet opened an account in any payment bank?
Do you have an account in payment bank so far? Like
No,
Airtel
sir.
Payment Bank, Airtel Payment Bank, then Geo Payment Bank and all that. There are
No, I
totally
don't.
6 payment banks. What is the main work which payment bank cannot do, which
I
other
think
banks can do? Payment
I think
banks
it
cannot,
does the physical setup.
no, payment banks cannot give loan.
Oh,
They cannot give loan. Maximum they can take 2 lakhs.
okay.
And payment banks, they are all functioning on internet only.
Yes, it
Okay.
doesn't have
But
physical.
even then, the deposits in them are guaranteed by DACGC because it is a scheduled bank. It
Okay.
is included scheduled RBI second schedule. Continue. Number. அச்சா இதெல்லாம் அப்புறம் பார்த்துக்கலாம் ஒரே கொஸ்டின்ஸ் தான் போர் அடிக்குது இதான் நான் சொல்லணும்னு நினைச்சேன் இங்க வா டாபிக் 1 ரிசர்வ் பேங்க் அண்ட் இட்ஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் நல்லா படிமா படி
RBI established on April 1, 1935 under RBI Act 1934. Recommendations of John Hilton Young Commission 1926 called Royal Commission on Indian Currency and Finance. Is the central bank of the country and was nationalized with effect from January 1, 1949. Originally, it was a shareholders' bank which was taken over by the central government under Reserve Bank. Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948 paid up capital of rupees 5 crore. RBI's central office is in Mumbai. RBI is not expected to perform the functions of accepting deposits from the general public. RBI has its headquarters at Mumbai. RBI decides
I
the
don't know why they have repeated it twice. Doesn't matter.
RBI decides the following
Mm.
RBI decides the following rates, namely bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, and cash reserve ratio. The quantitative instruments of RBI are bank rate policy, cash reserve ratio, and statutory liquidity ratio. The objective of monetary policy of RBI is to control inflation, discourage hoarding of commodities, and encourage flow of credit into neglected sector. When RBI is lending of the last resort, means that RBI advances credit against eligible securities. The method which is used currently in India to issue currency note minimum reserve system. For issuing notes, RBI is required to hold the minimum reserve of rupees 200 crore, of which not less than rupees 115 crore is to be held in gold. Tools used in currency management. 4 printing presses print and supply banknotes. These are at Devas in Madhya Pradesh, Nasik in Maharashtra, Mysore in Karnataka, and Salboni in West Bengal. The presses in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra are owned by the Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India, a wholly
Minting,
owned minting
minting. Hmm.
Minting Corporation of India, a wholly owned company of the Government of India. The presses in Karnataka and West Bengal are owned by Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited, wholly owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank.
You must
Coins
remember
are
this. You must remember this abbreviation. BRBNMPL. They can ask you, what is BRNMPL? Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. Continue.
Coins are minted by the Government of India. Reserve Bank is the agent of the government for distribution, issue and handling of coins. 4 mints are in operation: Mumbai in Maharashtra, Noida in Uttar Pradesh, Kolkata and Hyderabad.
Hmm.
Banker and debt manager to the government. Managing the government's banking transactions is a key RBI role. Reserve Bank of India has undertaken the traditional central banking function of managing the government's banking transactions. The Reserve Bank of India Act 1934 requires the central government to entrust the Reserve Bank with all its money, remittance, exchange and banking transactions in India and the management of its public debt. The government also deposits its cash balances with the Reserve Bank. RBI by agreement act as the banker and debt manager to state governments. Currently, the RBI Reserve Bank acts as banker to all the state governments in India, including Union Territory of Puducherry, except Sikkim. For Sikkim, it has limited agreement for management of its public debt. As a banker to the government, RBI receives and pays money on behalf of the various government departments. It also undertakes to float loans and manage them on behalf of the governments.
Hmm.
It provides ways and means advances, a short-term interest-bearing advance to the government to meet temporary mismatches in their receipts and payments. Besides, like a portfolio manager, it also arranges for investments of surplus cash balances of the government. It acts as advisor to government whenever called upon to do so, on monetary and banking related matters. Under the
Just,
administrative arrangement,
just a minute. Hmm.
Under the administrative arrangements, the central government is required to maintain a minimum cash balance with the Reserve Bank. Currently, this amount is rupees 10 crore on a daily basis and 100 crore on Fridays, as also at the annual account closing day of the center and the Reserve Bank, end of March and June. All the state government are required to maintain a minimum
No, no,
balance
but,
with the
no, but,
Reserve
but,
Bank.
but I think now Reserve Bank also is closing in March. Previously, they were closing in June. Doesn't matter. Don't confuse. Continue. All the
Ah,
state governments.
All the state governments are required to maintain a minimum balance with the Reserve Bank, which varies from state to state depending on the relative size of the state budget and economic activity. To tide over temporary mismatches in the cash flow of receipts and payments, the Reserve Bank provides the ways and means advances or overdraft to the state governments. WMA scheme for the state government has provision for special drawing facility and normal WMA. State government account can be in overdraft for a minimum of 14 consecutive working days with a limit of 36 days in a quarter.
Sariyapadi, a state government.
A state government account can be in overdraft for a maximum 14 consecutive working days with a limit of 36 days in a quarter.
Hmm. Then banker to banks.
Banker to banks.
Hmm.
Banks need their own mechanism to transfer funds and settle interbank transactions such as borrowing from and lending to other banks and customer transactions. RBI fulfills the role of bankers bank. Bankers are required to maintain a portion of their demand and time liabilities as cash reserves with the Reserve Bank. For this purpose, they need to maintain accounts with the Reserve Bank.
1 minute. Continue.
In order to facilitate a smooth interbank transfer of funds or to make payments and to receive funds on their behalf, banks need a common banker. By providing the facility of opening accounts for banks, the Reserve Bank becomes the common banker known as banker to banks function. The function is performed through the Deposit Accounts Department at the Reserve Bank's regional offices. RBI monitors operations of these accounts to ensure that defaults do not take place. It also facilitates remittance of funds from bank surplus account at one location to its deficit account at another. Such
Such
transfers are
transfer. Hmm.
electronically routed through a computerized system called e-Kuber.
Mm. E-Kuber. Mm.
RBI also introduced the centralized funds management system to facilitate centralized funds inquiry and transfer of funds across DADs. This helped banks in their fund management as they can access information on their balances maintained across different DADs from a single location. As banker to banks, it provides short-term loans and advances to select banks when necessary to facilitate lending to specific sectors and for specific purposes. These loans are provided against promissory notes and other collateral given by the banks. As a banker to banks, the Reserve Bank also acts as the lender of the last resort. Can come to the rescue of a bank that is solvent but faces temporary liquidity problems by supplying it with much needed liquidity when no one else is willing to extend credit to that bank. The Reserve Bank extends this facility to protect the interest of the depositors of the bank and to prevent possible failure of the bank, which in turn may also affect our banks and institutions and can have an adverse impact on financial stability and thus on the economy. What is monetary policy? Monetary policy refers to the policy of the central bank with regard to the use of monetary instruments under its control to achieve the goals specified in the Act. RBI is vested with the responsibility of conducting monetary policy. The responsibility is explicitly mandated under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1930.
Yeah. Anyhow, this it is very important. I request you to go through this subsequently and prepare. Otherwise, tonight when we meet, for me tonight, for you tomorrow morning when we meet 7 o'clock. I think you'll be having college, na, tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I mean,
At what time?
college is at 9, but I go from here at 6:45.
Oh, Baba. Then you can't attend it. Doesn't matter. So you please go through this thoroughly because I found candidates are not able to answer basic questions. What are the functions of Reserve Bank? You don't have to tell
Yes,
all
sir.
that is given here very detailed. Simply tell Reserve Bank is bankers bank, bankers to government, note issuing authority, foreign exchange control, and monetary policy authority. If you tell like this with a smile, they will go to the next question. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I request you to go through this one in your home just now. Prepare. Yeah. Okay.
So this is
Thank.
what is the heading of this PDF?
This is there in yesterday I shared a link NIACL folder.
Okay.
Yesterday I shared in that folder. This is the IBPS guide. There are 4 guides like this, out of which this one. I think this is the first one or second one or so. You can see it here. 1 minute. Mm, yeah, you will see it there. Okay, guidely. Otherwise, what I will do, I think
Okay.
I have given it to you also um, in your own folder also it is there. I am sharing it now. Just a minute. I'll share it in our WhatsApp group.
Yes, sir.
ம், இது என்னம்மா எப்போ வேணுமோ அப்பதான் வேகமா ஸ்லோவா வரும். சரி பரவாயில்ல. இருக்கும் உனக்கு நீ பார்த்து பிடிச்சுக்கோங்க. தேங்க்யூ.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
ஓகே, பை.